back in Milwaukee. And now, our Sheboygan A's update for Tuesday. We welcome in Denny Moyer. Denny, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, for all of the rainouts and all of the tough 3-2 losses, I guess last night's makes it all worthwhile. What a ball game.
It was just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. The Sheboygan, in case people haven't heard, the Sheboygan A's won a ball game, beat the West Allis Nationals 14-13. As West Allis said, you guys made your extra points. And are going to the finals of the Langsdorf League playoff.
That final score sounds like it should have come from across the street at one of the softball games.
Yeah, well, that's the way it was. We were trading 5-run innings and 4-run innings, and it was just amazing. Well, there were two things that stood out in the game. The first was that we didn't deserve to win it, and the second was that we didn't deserve to win it. I mean, you should have seen the first few innings of that game. We were throwing the ball all over the place, kicking the ball around. I said, nobody's going to believe these kids are the top players on their college teams. Nobody's going to believe us. But they didn't quit, and they just came back, and at the end, everybody executed. We had a couple of great at-bats, and then at the end, West Allis made their only error of the game, and we win the ball game. It's a strange game, this baseball. We make 6 errors and survive it. They make 1 and cost them a ball game.
Once or twice a season, you can have a game like this. You wouldn't want to play like this every night, but a combined 34 hits. And for those that are just turning the radio on, to add to the dramatics of it all, you go into the last inning trailing by a couple of runs, and you pull it out.
We pulled it out. We didn't even make an out in the last inning until we got things going. We got the bases loaded, and it was just 2 guys, Perez and Hiley, I think it was, had just absolutely great at-bats in there. No, Hiley hit the big double. 2 guys had just unbelievable at-bats and wound up getting base on balls after starting out in the hole against a good pitcher. And then all of a sudden they looked like they were poised, good college players. It just turned around. It was unbelievable. Talked to the West Allis guys after the game, and he just kept saying, "That's baseball. That's baseball." He just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it is a funny game, and I know you've been on the other end of some of these before, and you have been around this game a long time. You know you can't turn it on whenever you want, but every once in a while you have one of these ball games where it was almost as if you were meant to win despite all the things that went wrong. You score 3 times in the bottom of the 9th, win it, and now that sets up a championship series in your Langsdorf League playoffs. That's
right. We play Kenosha again, and they've been pretty much turned into a rival here. We've had some great games with Kenosha, and they've been the class of that league, and the West Allis team's pulling for us to win. They say they're tired of Kenosha winning this thing, so we got some support. But they are a good club, and we play open at their place. We both had 15 wins in the Langsdorf League, but they beat us out with the tiebreaker. I think they beat us 3 times or whatever it was, runs or something. But they got the first place nod, so they got home field advantage for the playoffs. So we will play there tonight. And then we will play at home on Thursday night, and if we win, we go back there Friday night. So it's or Saturday, I think it is.
A best-of-3 series, and of course we've talked about this in the last couple of years when it comes to playoff time. When you're playing at the disadvantage and you're the away team, always great to go grab that first one, then you can come home and wrap it up. That's the ideal scenario.
Well, our kids sure have the momentum. That is the ideal scenario. Is absolutely right. And we got Taylor Schwartz is going tonight, and he had 1 bad outing this year. Otherwise, he's been our most effective pitcher. He's been really strong as a rock for us. And so he's gone, and our guys are pumped up. We certainly have some momentum after last night. So it sounds like everybody's going to be there. We're losing Perez. He's got to get back to school. He's leaving us. But otherwise, we should have our entire club there. So we should be strong, and I'm looking forward to it. Kids are really gassed up. We're ready to go.
Yep, best of 3. And that starts tonight. There will be baseball tonight and Thursday night for sure. And then we're talking Northeastern League playoffs after that.
Starting on Sunday. That's right. Appleton's in town Sunday. We start the other league. But hopefully we're going to have a championship behind us by that time.
All right. Sounds good, Denny. Go get them tonight, and we'll talk about it tomorrow morning.
Okay, Dave. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Denny Moyer, what a win last night for the Sheboygan A's. They scored 3 times at the bottom of the 9th, and they pulled it out against West Allis. 14-13 was the final. That's our Sheboygan A's update for this Tuesday morning on The Breeze.